So Murphy's Law says that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And the very first time I heard about this law was back in the day when I was studying sound engineering. And this applied to audio in the sense that you could have everything ready. All the cables have been tested. The audio signal path has been all double checked, and everything. When you're about to record, something can go wrong, and there's nothing really you can do about it. But this will apply to audio engineering. While we were studying about doing live sounds and sound checks with a band, and when everything is happening right there on the spot, and you can't really pause everything, you just have to go and really fix whatever needs to be fixed while the band is playing and it's being performance. And that's the very first time I heard about this law from my teacher, and I was like, okay, so what should we do, But and it's a little bit of a philosophical statement that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, even though you have make sure that everything that you can do in your power to actually make sure that nothing can go wrong. I mean, we have to adapt, and obviously our mindset is one of the biggest things that we can actually control, and what can we do when things do go wrong. And how can we just not be victims of situations and circumstances as it's happening? I've been doing a lot of videos lately about what is happening here in Greece, about my moving to a new city with my family, with all of this thing that is happening as well, not only here in Greece, but worldwide with the whole coronavirus thing. And every day there's new things. And that applies as well to the mindset of how can we get through this in a better way. How can we actually have our mind where it needs to be and not really give in to the fear and panic. For example, the latest ones today is the new measures is that only X amount of people can go into the supermarket. So the reason why they're doing this is because they want to keep a level of separation between people, so we're not all gathered together and and rubbing shoulders with each other. But nevertheless, I went this morning to get some milk and some stuff. Nothing big, because they say very clearly there's no shortage of food, and yet you still see people buying a lot of food and be very scared and buying boxes of things, and obviously that says a lot about the different mindsets. And I have kids, I have young kids, but I don't feel like I need to go and buy a lot of milk or a lot of Pampers or nappies or stuff. I mean, we have the regular stash that we usually have because there is no need for panic in terms of like buying the toilet paper. I mean, come on, give me a break, But the reason why I'm saying this as well is that this morning I was leaving with my wife to go somewhere, and we had the kids in the car and everything. I've been telling her now for some time, like, oh yeah, the light of the battery is lighting every now and then when I start the car. I think we should maybe take it to this guy who's our mechanic, really. And the car is in perfect condition. We just done service, the full service. We actually had just changed as well a major part of the car quite recently, because we're going to be traveling from here, from Elefsina to Nafplio. It's a trip, and we wanted to make sure that the car is in tip-top condition. And the battery died. Okay, yes, it's no big deal, it's just the battery, but apparently it's one of those expensive batteries. So it's like, oh my god, like even more expensive. When you're moving to a new place, we have already put some money on the side, obviously, for the moving, like give a deposit in 1 month in advance, plus paying for all the other things that involve moving to a new place. Usually more deposits when you do transfers of utilities and stuff like that, and reconnect this, disconnect that. And the car, we have already spent a lot of money, and we're like thinking like, okay, we are all right. I mean, we have taken precautions for future emergencies, and know that, okay, these things happen. And then there's this pandemic, and we're just like so ready to go. I mean, if you see the boxes behind me, and I've done many videos about this. I still have the studio that I need to bring down in maybe tomorrow. I might do another video, like I mentioned, about that. And now this morning the car, and then you just splash some more money on the battery. But it needs to be done, there's no way around it, and anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And my wife was like, oh my god, I can't believe it, what else? pandemic, there's this, there's that, are we gonna be able to go? And I always say, listen, it's gonna be okay. Our minds is the only thing we can control. It's the only thing we can control is how we think and how we are gonna, our thoughts really, regardless of what's happening on the TV, regardless of what's happening with the car or the pandemic out there. We really have to start thinking in a more, not only positive way, but as well, how can we control our thoughts? Because just my first reaction as well with the batteries, like panicky mode, because I know that's going to be more expensive, and I see the prices, and then I said, okay, it's not that expensive, but apparently the one for our car is at the top of the range for some crazy reason. It's just panicking and just being in a negative state is just going to make everything worse. I need the car to be working. I need to still move. We still want to move. I want to be making videos and making my music. I want to make music. I want to carry on doing with what I want to do with my life, and I want to make sure that my mind is in the right place. And by doing these videos actually helps me as well keep myself in check, and hopefully somebody else can see this and feel that, okay, yes, I can relate to you in a way or another. And it's just one of those things, really. I don't want it to come across this video as a victim, like Murphy's Law says, that anything that could go wrong will go wrong, and therefore you're a victim and there's nothing you can do about it. Actually, the opposite. You take the precautions and the measures of you can control the things that you want to control, either is with your life or in the studio or making music, or in my case, back in the day when I heard about it, when I was studying sound engineering, how can this be applied into that art form of sound and technical aspects of it, that you have done all your checks, everything is there, but something can go wrong, and that thing will go wrong. It's just an acknowledgement of that thing, and we hope that nothing else goes wrong, but we have to be prepared for it, and there's certain things you can control. I can't control the pandemic out there, or the news that keeps on feeding all this fear, and every day there's new measures. Every day, every single day when I do a video, there's some new measures that have been put into place, because people still don't understand certain things, that we still don't know what's happening, and what they're trying to do is to contain. They just stay at home. That's the main message, just stay at home. My daughter wants to go and play with a friend up here. She's a neighbor, lives in the same building. It's just like, just stay here, just out of principle, really. That doesn't mean that something's going to happen, but it's just out of principle. That's what we need to do, and that's the message, really. Anyways, I hope this video finds you well. I have another video that I've done. I'm going to upload. I've been meaning to upload it for some time now, but I keep doing a new entry vlog based on what's happening and the current events as well, and in my life, and I want to share more. I have a tutorial of how to make it's a little bit of a music theory for those of you who are interested in this, and it has to do with chords and how chords are built, and the difference between major and minor chords and this kind of things. And I want to upload it. Maybe I can upload it tomorrow, or maybe later on I can upload this vlog, and maybe upload that video right after it, so I can, because it's already done, I've just been putting it back and doing new vlogs concerning the virus and the latest updates and everything concerning my moving. And now this thing with the car is just unbelievable. And but yeah, the car is fine. It's perfectly in tip-top condition, so we're ready to go as well. And hopefully there is not gonna be any other funny surprises, and we can be moving this Saturday, actually. But anyways, I hope this video finds you well. I hope you're doing fantastic, safe and sound wherever you are, in whatever part of the world. There's no need to panic. There's no need to be in a scarcity mentality, like like what I saw today, people going to the supermarket and just buying crazy stuff. It's like they have told you already there's no shortage of goods, and then actually the supermarkets are going to stay open even later at night, putting even more stress to the workers in the supermarket. But they're going to just leave enough time so people can go and buy and shop their things, but still people think that something's going to happen, and they want to buy all the milk, they want to buy all the stuff, and there's no need for that, really. Anyways, thanks a lot again. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Go and check out all the other videos I have in this channel, and as always, rock and roll, and here's to your success.